Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at a whole bunch of new stuff that's coming, including, and this is what we're going to start with because I'm very excited about this, the World Championship decks and the 2023 World Championships in Yokohama, Japan. And look, I casted the World Championships this year. I'm clearly biased in favour of this. I clearly want these. There's going to be a booklet. The booklet's going to have a bunch of credits from the World Championships in. I'm going to be in that booklet. So, yes, I'm horrendously biased. And I don't even really care, honestly. Because you know what? This is kind of awesome and I love it. So, what have we got here then? Well, we got a little bit of a blurb. Play like a champion. Grab a World Championships deck and play like a champion. Choose one of 4 powerful decks, each a card-for-card replica of an actual title contenders deck from the 2023 Pokémon Trading Card Game World Championships. Inside you get your deck, your booklet, your pin, your coin, your deck box, a playmat and poster. Don't get excited, they are very clearly paper playmats for the price they have to be. And a code card to play the deck online. Well, not even the deck, you get like usually sleeves and stuff online. They cost $15 and there's 4 of them and they're awesome. Although it is very much worth pointing out, and this does need to be stressed, these are not tournament legal. I get this question a lot. It's very important. They are replica decks. They are not tournament legal. You cannot use these in actual tournaments. That is very, 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 very important. So which ones have they actually gone for? Well, some of these are going to be more obvious than others. Now, obviously, they've had to go for Vance Kelly's Mew deck, because that won Masters. The Masters winner always gets him. And then they've gone for Gabriel Fernandez's Lugia deck. They were the senior champion. They have gone for Xiao Tong-un's Lost Bots Kyogre deck. That is the junior champion. And then they've gone for Tord Reklev's Gardevoir deck. Tord, of course, was the runner-up. And actually, this year was lovely. Masters winner, seniors winner, juniors winner, Masters runner-up. This is like the best set of 4 decks generally. It just doesn't always work this way because they don't want to print multiples of the same deck. So if the champions double up on deck choice, we can't have that, and that's a little bit sad. No issues here, 4 different decks, absolutely lovely. But there is an odd one out here, and it's the Mew. Vance Kelly's Mew. Here's what it says about this one. Let's set the scene for one of the greatest Pokemon trading card game championship battles of all time. Underdog Vance Kelly is up against a legend of the game. The match is tied at 1 win each and the clock has just run out. The speed, aggression and sheer disruptive power of the Mew v Max deck archetype has been popular for a reason, and it led Vance to victory. At the deck's heart is a powerful engine provided by Genesect V's Fusion Strike system ability and plenty of energy acceleration from Alessa Sparkle, which together allow players to attack like only a champion can. Early, often, and with a vengeance. Here's what's weird about Vance Kelly's Mew deck being printed, and let's be clear, it had to be printed. It was the Masters winning deck. That is the deck that everybody remembers. We had Mew printed last year. Last year, Andre Chasson's Mew got printed. And that wasn't even a finalist deck, but it was one of the years last year where, because of doubling up on decks, I had to go a bit deeper back into the top cut to decide what to print. We've now had Mew printed at World 2 years in a row. It's not ideal, gives people less chance to buy it or less reason to buy it, but it has happened. Interestingly though, let's not forget we got the Mew League Battle deck, where you can actually use the cards as well. Mew has gotten good. But seriously, if you want to play Mew, you're not probably got long till rotation. We don't know exactly. It's probably going to be around about February to April next year. But yeah, the Mew League Battle deck is there, and those cards are tournament legal. What else do we get? Well, we've got the senior winning Lugia deck, Gabriel Fernandez's deck. Gabriel Fernandez soared to great heights in Yokohama, all the way to an impressive World Championships victory. Fast, resilient, and hard-hitting, his colourless Lugia deck delivered on synergy and energy acceleration. The Lugia V-Star and Archeops Dream Team at its centre has become a major part of the metagame for a reason. Lugia V-Star pulls Archeops directly onto the bench, and Archeops returns a favour by immediately powering the legendary Pokémon up for battle. Combine this with double turbo energy to quickly swoop in with a devastating Tempest dive attack, and get ready to summon the prize cards. We're not going to go through the full deck list here, we really don't have time in this video, but I'm leaving it on screen long enough that you can have a little bit of a gander if you wish. Now there was a Lost Box deck, like I said, Xiaotongen's deck. And this one's special to me because I casted the Junior Worlds Final, so this is the one that I absolutely remember. This was fun. In the hands of champion Xiaotongen, this clever Lost Box Kyogre deck washed away the competition in Yokohama. While it hinges on a strategy fit for a Pokemon TCG champion, an awful lot of cards have to be in the Lost Zone in order to turn on this deck's biggest rewards, those rewards are well worth the challenge. Comfey's flower selecting ability and Chorus's experiment are more than capable of quickly stocking the Lost Zone, and if the cards fall right, players can piece together Xiaotong's epic Kyogre combo for the win. Yeah, sounds fun, right? It really does. And then, of course, we've got Tord Reklev's Gardevoir deck. And I know Tord's super popular and a lot of people really wanted Tord to take home the title. That makes perfect sense. Unfortunately, this year it was not to be. Pokemon TCG legend Tord Reklev's masterful touch is apparent throughout his Psychic Elegance deck. Its pieces build upon each other to form a powerhouse engine. From the early game to the late, support is provided by synergistic card combinations. In this skillful strategy, Kirlia is more than a means to an end. Its refinement ability forms the deck's backbone as it helps Gardevoir EX accelerate extra energy through discarding and ultimately take control of the game. With a little help from Comeback Kid Iono, opponents can watch their strategy suddenly dissolve in Gardevoir's embrace. It's the dream of a lot of people to have their World Championship deck printed, and it really is cool when you get them, and these are brilliant. I've said they're not tournament legal and they're not, but if you want to learn how to play these decks, just picking these up for proxies are awesome, and go and look at the price of previous years. Now, people are onto it, so these are never going to be that expensive. But that just shows how much people like playing with these old decks. If you want to make old decks and play old formats with your friends, etc., these are perfect for that. Highly, highly, highly recommend picking them up. But what's that? We also have stacking tins. Okay, fine, these aren't going to be as exciting for most people, but they're coming out, they've been announced, and I'm going to tell you about them. They're also coming out on the 1st of March. They are retailing for $15, and you get a tin of a particular type, and you get yourself 3 booster packs and 2 sticker sheets. Stack 'em high. Choose a tin that matches your type. Serene Psychic type, Steely Metal type, or Draconic Dragon type. This handy Pokemon TCG stacking tin stacks neatly with others and contains the things I just told you. They're called stacking tins, stacking by name, stacking by nature. The whole point of these are that they are supposed to stack on top of one another so that you can store a bunch of stuff nice and easily. And they are themed after particular typings. You've got your metal with your Cufant and Meltan, and it's adorable. This is by far my favourite. You've got Dragon with your Dragapult and your Goomy, which to be fair is pretty adorable. And you've got Gengar with Gengar and Screamtail. And look, my opinion on these is really simple. They're not actually great value for packs. And there's no promos in here. It's $15 for 3 packs. And the only other thing you get is sticker sheets. So, look, these are stacking tins, and at the risk of sounding a little bit obvious here, you buy these because you want the tins. These are products you buy for the tins, that is all you buy them for. If you don't want the tins, don't buy these. There are many better ways to be picking up booster packs in the Pokemon TCG. But if you want stacking tins, or if you particularly like Gengar or Cufant or one of the others, these are brilliant. But that is it. That is where we are. That's the deal. Right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you need to know. The World Championship decks have been announced. And honestly, like I've said, that the quartet we had this time round makes perfect sense. And I'm sure some years there's a lot of consternation as to exactly which one should be picked. Here, I think this is really obvious, and I love it. And then we got the stacking tins. If you want the tins, buy the tins. If you don't, there are a million Pokemon TCG products out there that come with packs. There's probably something that will suit your needs a little bit better. So that's what you need to know. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me which of the World Championship decks you like the best. Tell me if you're picking up these stacking tins, and if so, which ones you're picking up. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.